Hi, I'm Mac. On this path that I lay out from trauma to joy, why is the truth so important? And the answer to that question is the truth is comforting. The truth is something that I can count on. What we tend to hear after we go through traumatic experiences, after we go through the drama, the chaos, and the feeling of being overwhelmed is time heals all wounds, God doesn't give you more than you can handle, and there's a purpose in this. Every one of those is a well-intentioned lie, told to you by somebody who doesn't know what to say to you. But we don't know it's a lie because we're novices in the valley of the shadow of death. None of us have done this before. We don't know what to do. So struggling, at some point, we go to therapy, we take meds, and we do that for a while, then we normally stop. If you look at the 20-year timeline for that approach relative to suicide, it's not good. But that is the typical experience of people that I meet and people that I help. So I'm going to tell you that there's 4 paths relative to trauma in life. Number 1 is the no trauma highway. And we're all born on that, or at least most of us are. Not everybody is. The second path is the fake it freeway. Very soon after trauma and we get launched into the valley of the shadow of death, we learn to fake it because if we fake it, people leave us alone. And that's a good thing. The third freeway merges Interstate 2, fake it. I numb myself. I isolate. I go to therapy and I take prescription drugs. I call that the path of endurance. It takes you down the long axis of the valley. And that's how the nation treats trauma. It doesn't believe in transformation. So the path of endurance numbs your symptoms and maxes out your mental health benefits on your health insurance policy. The truth is I've learned this from people just like you in thousands of conversations has led me to this path from trauma to joy. And so when I say you don't get over it, when I say struggling is normal, and when I tell you you can live a great life, guess what? True, true, true. And guess who taught me that? People just like you. Okay, when I say that to people, they smile and say, that's the dumbest, smartest thing I've ever heard. I said, yeah, no kidding. And they say, Mac, how could I ever get over that? It was devastating. So it's simply the truth. And the next thing I get told is, I've never heard anybody say that. So what I want you to know is there's a better way to deal with trauma, and that is through transformation. So beginning in the next reel, I'm going to take you through the 4 goals and 10 commandments of from trauma to joy, this path. And the bottom line I want you to know is that it works. 2 things I want you to do. Go to my website, check out the blueprint on how you do this. It's a book that I wrote. Second thing is like, share, and subscribe to this. Why? Because right now somebody you know is in a dark place. And them seeing those notifications might get them to watch this, and then they'll have a conversation with you, and maybe you'll save their life and change yours. And finally, if you're a person of faith, if you describe yourself as a spiritual person or somebody who just wants to live a good life, this is the path you're supposed to walk.